That's right, we're getting started on the 1911 inspired K-Bar. I got the steel in today for it, so I'm excited to get this thing going. If you guys have any name suggestions for it, feel free to drop those down below. The name I have currently is way too long, so if you guys have any suggestions, again, drop them down below. Let's get this thing started. Alright, so if you've been following along on my Instagram, link in the description, you will have noticed a few weeks ago I drew this up real quick. It was an idea that came to me. So it's a 1911 inspired K-bar type knife. So I'm planning on trying to use a grip panel from a 1911, and then the guard will actually be kind of the silhouette of the end of the gun, which will be right here. And then we've got the serrations that a 1911 has, and either I'm gonna put kind of the same stamping that the 1911 has on the slide, either here or today I started sketching up a more accurate, as far as sizes and dimensions go, sketch of it. And I was thinking even putting it here, because this blade is actually a little bit shorter than the one that I originally drew. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I finally got the steel in today. It's 01 tool steel. It's 18 inches long. It's 1.5 inches by 3/16. So that's what we're going to be using for this. I do still need to get the grip panel in. I'm just going to buy some cheap ones to start with, probably off Amazon, and then we'll go from there. So that's kind of what I'm drawing inspiration off of. I just pulled this one up just for us to be able to look at. It gives me some of the characteristics and just, I mean, going off of a 1911, there's a wide variety of things to go with. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. Something else I'm also simplifying. In this original design, I had what I was going to kind of draw up or make to look like the original sight, front and rear sights. I'm going to delete those from the knife. I think it's going to make it look too cluttered, too tacky, and then it's just going to be too hard to add. So I'm eliminating those. So this is more going to be what the blade looks like. So when I start on this blade tonight, we're probably just going to work on getting the blade roughed in. I'm going to leave a bunch of excess material where the handle's going to be, because I, again, do not have a grip panel yet. So let's get this started. Switch my work rest around. If you haven't seen my video, or the video on this belt grinder, I'll leave a link to that in the description. We'll get this switched around real quick and start profiling this blade up. I need to order some new belts as well. If you guys have any suggestion on some good belts, I know Norton Blaze belts, but they're kind of pricey. If you have suggestions on some belts, I am definitely open to those. I'm not really happy with the ones I got. They're just some cheapos that I got online, really just to get this thing tested. All right, here we go. I'm gonna scribe myself a line so this thing's perfectly parallel. Poor man's layout die, Sharpie. Or smart man, depending on how you look at it. Man, we are not far off, honestly. We are not far off at all. Alright, maybe we won't be scrubbing a line. Alright. Yeah. I'm just going to clean this up a little more, and I'm actually going to call that okay. Also scratching our center line. You guys can see in the video, I've been working on the 1911 K-Bar, and that footage you're seeing was from a few days ago. And I kind of messed up. When I was working on the grinder, or working on the knife that night, the grinder started acting up, and it started having a bearing going bad. And I cover that in another video. I'll link that down below. So I kind of dove into the grinder, got it temporarily fixed. I was excited that I got it fixed, so I just started kind of working back on the knife again, and ended up doing a whole lot more than I anticipated, and got a whole lot farther than I anticipated, and I forgot to turn the camera on. So I will show you where we are now with the knife, but we are missing a whole lot of footage in progress. So here we are. Alright, so it looks a whole lot different than you were just previously seeing a few minutes ago. I got the blade further profiled. I got the swage put in on the top, and I also started putting the serrations in here. These are in here just to mimic the serrations on the slide of a 1911. They're on both sides. I need to cut them deeper. But yeah, so like I was saying, further profiled the blade, got the bevels all in. I started hand sanding it just to kind of see what it would look like. So that is where we are currently. I do need to finish hand sanding this side and touching some more things up. And I still do not have the grip panels yet. So there's really not a whole lot I can do more at this moment until I get the rest of the pieces. I do need to work on the guard that is going to be the silhouette shape of the 1911. So again, I apologize for not videoing. I was just kind of got into the moment of building this thing, and yeah, just forgot happened. So I will be building another one of these. This is just kind of like the initial prototype to get kind of things sorted out. Some things haven't gone as planned in this one, My bevels ended up being higher than I wanted. I wanted more room here because I wanted to add a fuller in, just about a 2-inch long fuller right here. But again, because the bevels are so high, I don't have much room here, and I don't have a small enough contact wheel. I may try and make one, but yeah. So there we stand right now.